Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Jaden McDaniel. And it's Gobert in its center. Taking a look at Phoenix. Well, Greg, they were so confident coming into this series. Now suddenly they find themselves in desperation mode.
And no doubt, Kevin, this is a feeling that's got to be unfamiliar. They've had a wonderful season. Everything is going their way. But in these last couple of games, we've seen some cracks in their armor.
We certainly have.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
And finished off by McDaniel.
Quick and mobile. McDaniels can explode to the 10.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. Now, we spoke about how his team is prepared to try and defend Bradley Beal tonight. Coach said we want to keep that ball out of his hands as much as possible. Make somebody else be the playmaker and scorer. That's our goal. It's a difficult challenge. We'll see if they're successful. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Booker. Rebound, Minnesota. And this group looking so confident here in the postseason. Just cruising so far. Going 5 games straight, undefeated.
And this is a team that isn't just looking at going deep in the playoffs. They want the ultimate reward that only comes after 16 wins. The way they are playing right now, they are clearly in contention to go all the way.
He can score from anywhere, whether it's pulling up or driving the lane. McDaniels is up to the task.
Booker, with no one around, gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 7.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And here's Conley outside. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Martin finds Beal. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Shot's good by Booker.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's McDaniels. Sinks that one from the post. 9 points in the game so far.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
The drive by Booker. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. He's checked in for Mike Conley. Grayson Allen's checked in for Phoenix. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Alexander Walker. And the 3 ball is good.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. Takes it inside. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Suns have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Here's Booker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much automatic, and it's been that way since he entered the league.
There's the double team with Allen. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now Beal defending. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Booker. He takes it in.
The length of McDaniels, a big factor at both ends.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. No good from Booker. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards inside. He's covered by Beal. And finished off by McDaniel.
The ball goes up and McDaniel sends it down. Perfect timing on the lob.
And it's the Suns with the ball. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Edwards outside for Randall. 1:44 left to play here in the first. 5 to shoot. Edwards, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Outside, KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
You know, he shows off the awareness and agility, not only at the start of the play there, but Durant showing you he can finish the play too.
For Phoenix, they've got 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards against Beal. Edwards, that's good.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
The 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside for Durant. Takes a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Edwards. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Durant. 2 points, that one goes. Alexander Walker's got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's been all about Jaden McDaniels for the Timberwolves. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. Back right after this. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Reed. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Garza in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Here's O'Neal. And he finishes nicely on the layup. O'Neal's got 4 this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Traps in the tray. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves. And Plumlee kicks to Allen. Here's Jones. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Jones, no luck. Timberwolves leading by 3. Edwards inside. He's covered by Beal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Jones finds Allen. Rebound, Minnesota.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Jones against DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. 5 on the clock. Out to Edwards. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota making a switch here. Einod's checked in. And the Suns making a change here as well. Martin's checked in. Jones against DiVincenzo. Missed inside. Beal with the steal. 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. On the basket by Jones.
It's obvious Beal is a bona fide scorer, but he's no ball hog. I mean, he's willing to set other people up, too.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And the rebound goes to Martin.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
With the drive, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Look at how DiVincenzo burst inside on the drive. Gave the defense no time to set up.
Martin the pass to Beal. Outside, Jones. O'Neal on the wing. Here's Martin. Kicks it out to Jones. There's Beal with the 3. Reed with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be.
Changing it up here. Suns trail by 6. Booker outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. There's 1:59 left in the second quarter. Here's Conley. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Randall kicks to McDaniels. Randall passes to Gobert. That 3 off the mark. Suns trail by 6. Here's KD. Oh, Durant imposing his will.
This is where KD dips into his bag and comes out smelling good.
Conley surveying the D. Hits it from 3-point range. Conley's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
They get it again.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Sinks the triple.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
And Booker kicks to Jones. Pass to KD. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Iguodala grabs the rebound. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Taking a look at the situation.
You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the court for the Suns, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Cody Martin is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the 5 down low. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Richards with it. Conley picks him up. Here's Booker. Booker hammers it down. down.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
And Edwards slams it in.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Here's Booker after the basket by Minnesota. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Beal. Edwards drawing the double team. Gobert dishes to Edwards. He can't get that one. Nice defense from KD. Suns trail by 8. Durant drives, and then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, using this momentum to his advantage when Durant.
He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Randall finds Alexander Walker. Back to McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
Things are on point for McDaniels offensively, and his team doing a good job supporting his work.
And here are the Suns now. 8-point game. Here's Booker. The drive by Booker. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's guarded by Booker.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Booker, and finished off by McDaniel.
A guy who wants to make a big impact. McDaniel is just going off.
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Down by 12. Lets it go with the 3. Oh, KD buries the 3.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
McDaniels passes to Alexander Walker, and that one drops for him. Alexander Walker's got 11 points.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And the dunk by Booker.
And getting physical with his play. Booker just attacking the hoop.
Randall kicks to Gobert. Edwards inside. Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Pass to Richards. For 3, Booker goes back up. And with that shot, the Minnesota Leafs get down to 9 in the bucket from Richards.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Edwards, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
Talk about a modicum of consistency. Kevin Durant has played at an elite level since he's been in the league, and that's a lot of years, and continuing to do just that.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert, in for Edwards. And it's Conley in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And a change for the Suns. Allen's checked in. Now here is Conley. 8 points for him. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's KD. KD he's so efficient in there.
An outstanding performance from Durant so far. But you know what? That's par for the course for him. He's just a natural scorer.
DiVincenzo passes to Clark. Back to DiVincenzo. Clark outside. Back to DiVincenzo. 8 feet away. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And for the Suns, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. And Jones subbed in for Devin Booker.
That's the defense's fault right there. You can't allow Durant to get that kind of position.
Here's Alexander Walker. The rebound by KD.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Over in the corner, Randall. And here is DiVincenzo. Going inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Hey, why settle for the layup when you can dunk it? DiVincenzo put in on a show on that drive.
Durant, and KD throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that move.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Well, points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Reed. Then it's Miller, and it's Clark in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
DiVincenzo really setting the tone offensively. Fantastic stuff from him tonight.
Suns trail by 6. Booker dishes to O'Neal. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Miller. The Suns making a change here as well. Dunn, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Here's Dunn. Oh, and the dunk by Dunn.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Edwards. Edwards making a statement.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Suns trail by 6. And a dunk by Booker.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Minnesota making a switch. Conley's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Conley. Back to DiVincenzo. Fires the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Allen's shot is off.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Offline with his three. Suns trail by 4. Here's Booker. Conley grabs the miss. For 3, Edwards. Edwards crashing in from outside.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple, but let's see now, though.
Nick Richards. He's checked in for Plumlee. Durant comes in for Dunn. And Beal subbed in for Allen. Pass to KD. Oh, Durant. What concentration.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Conley against Booker. Conley kicks to DiVincenzo. There's the triple. That's in there. Conley with the assist. DiVincenzo's got 22 points.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Oh, Booker going downhill.
Excellent footwork there. Booker, so tricky.
Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Rando comes in for Clark. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Conley against Booker. Conley gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Conley, so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
Booker hits it inside.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Edwards, no good. Suns trail by 6. Martin the pass to KD. And it's good, 2 points. 27 points for him.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Edwards gets to Conley. And Edwards with the stop.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
For Phoenix, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the 4th quarter. Really getting it done. Booker, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Edwards, and he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Here's Richards, an easy 2 points on the layup.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well. Seems to always get it to the right man.
Booker against Conley. Pass to Gobert, stolen by Martin.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here. Well, Durant knows the team looks to him for this. These kinds of moments, the intensity of the moment never rattles him.
Out to Conley from outside the arc. That one doesn't go. It's his 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Here's KD. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead earlier, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
First team foul.
There's 37 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 4. Pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they pick up 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Durant for 3. Gobert pulls it in. And an intentional foul right there.
Richards. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
And that's an intentional foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Nails the tray. And so Minnesota takes the win. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks.
All right, DA, thanks again. Well, that'll do it. Thanks for joining us for